Kami Garcia, and art by Brittany Williams. Lettering by Tyler Smith. Mixed up. Here's a note for the author. I'm not going to read it, but if you'd like to pause it and read it, you. I can't believe school starts on Monday. Summer vacation flew by. It always feels that way. At least we're finally in 5th grade. Oh, I can make a connection. I teach 5th grade. I can't wait to sit at the 5th grade lunch tables. The little kids are so messy. Plus, we get dismissed first for recess. Now I'll have time to run up to the library if I need to, before the line gets too long. My mom is surprised the teachers put us in the same class because we'll never stop talking. And we looked out because everybody wants to be in Miss Marin's class. I packed everything on the school supply list except a silent reading book. I found a book about pro skater Nyaja Huston. Or Huston? Maybe I'll pick up some tips. I'm still choosing one. Which book are you reading, Stella? The Witches! But we read it in class last year. The list says to bring a book you've never read. Didn't you see the teacher's note on the list? Yeah? Markers, pencil case, book for silent reading. No. Please choose a book you have not read before. Oh, she looks so happy to read The Witches. But now she looks unsure and sad. Oh, how did I miss the word not? I looked at the list twice. Oh well. Guess I read it too fast. I'll pick a different book later. A short one. I can't choose. I'll just bring them all. You have too many books in there. You can never have too many books. Or too many art markers. So it seems like this character really loves reading, and this one really likes to draw, or create, or do art. Later. Did we get everything for our snack mix? Check. It was our signature snack. We've been making it since our first sleepover in kindergarten. What about sour peach rings? I need to eat as much gummy candy as possible before I get braces. Got 'em. The three of us became BFFs on the first day when we stood up to the class bully together. Give me the ball. No, it's our turn. We had it first. This is her having a flashback. Let's make the fort even bigger than last time. Here's another long piece. Almost done. Which episode of Witchlands should we watch first? Let's watch the one where the sisters use their powers for the first time. I like the one where Belladonna uses hers to talk to her cat. We know it's your favorite, but we've seen it a million times. What about the episode where Andromeda turns the Dragon Queen into a turnip? Rock, paper, scissors to decide. Who's gonna win? And look at that cool tent. I don't know about you, but I've never made a tent that looks that cool. I should add lights to mine next time too. And the sour peach rings. Like I'd forget. I'll be upstairs if you need me, girls. Mom, the fort is a parent-free zone. Wait, I forgot my hat. You don't have to wear it every time we watch the show. Yes, I do. Witchlands. Do you have a favorite TV show that you like to watch? Or do you remember building tents and your parents trying to come into your tent? The next morning. Good morning. Morning. What's for breakfast? I need to fuel up. Pancakes and bacon. I'll say hi to Miss Marin for you, Nick. She was my favorite teacher. I wonder what your 5th grade project will be this year. I love the model of ancient Rome your class built. Making the Colosseum out of plaster and popsicle sticks was harder than it looked. This kid, Ben, tried to add the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But it's not in Rome. Exactly. Okay, a few things I'm noticing here is she was my favorite teacher, suggesting that he is now older than 5th grade, but had Miss Marn too, and that they're doing some sort of project at the end of 5th grade, or maybe throughout 5th grade. It looks like it's based on Rome, and Miss Neeley can make a couple of connections because I've seen the Colosseum in person. I went to the building. And I even got to take a picture pretending to hold up the falling Leaning Tower of Pisa. It was so cool. Last year, didn't the 5th graders make things out of garbage? No, Dad. They made useful objects out of repurposed materials. Somebody even made a lunch table for the cafeteria. Wow, I must have missed that one. Maybe we'll get to do something cool, like paint a mural or design our own machines. What? Let's go, or we'll be late. I heard 5th grade. I had a really good feeling about 5th grade. That's a wonderful way to start a new school year. How do you feel about your school year this year? I hope you have a good feeling about it. I hope we get to sit together. Me too. Me 3. 5th grade, Miss Marn. Miss Marn, welcome to 5th grade. Yay, we're sitting together! It's magic. You might be able to learn their names. Latasha Jackson, Stella Martinez, Amiko Ito. Miss Marn, welcome to 5th grade. Welcome! Please find your seats and unpack your backpacks. Let's introduce ourselves and share at least 2 things you enjoy. I'll start. I'm Miss Marn. I love ice cream and I really love reading. Me too. Not me. Before we dive into farther in this book, it seems like they're going to have a great year. They're confident, they're happy, they're all in the same class, and they sit next to each other. It can't get much better than that. Really is a strong word. Brush, pens, boba, and churros. Now, those are things I really like. My name is Will, and I like mac and cheese and video games. My name is Arden, and I love unicorns and pizza. Ooh, it looks like Arden has a different kind of arm. Maybe it's a metal or mechanical or robotical kind of arm. We'll have to come back to that. Maybe we'll learn more about Arden. Hi, I'm Emiko, and I'm into skateboarding and witchlands. I'm Stella. I like witchlands too, plus drawing and churros. My name is Latasha. I like books, witchlands, and sour gummies. I'm passing out textbooks. Take a look at them if you're curious about what we will be learning this year. And it's a lot thicker than the social studies book last year. And the words are a lot longer. Math, science, cultures of people. It's like the learning tower. Oh, it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Ah! There's a unit on the solar system. Field trip to the observatory. Maybe we'll get to electrocute something when we study electricity. Where are all the pictures and diagrams? Pausing right here. She doesn't seem so confident anymore. And it's like the books are falling on her. She wants pictures and diagrams. Do you think she's worried about reading? Let's keep finding out. This is a worksheet with the questions about the required summer reading book, One Crazy Summer. I read it weeks ago, but I only looked at the pictures. Don't worry, I'll remind you. We always took a math assessment on the first day of school so the teacher could see what we remembered from the year before. Excellent work. Thanks. Time for lunch. So, it looks like she is really good at math. She got 100%. That's a good score. But She still seems like she's really worried about reading if she's only looking at the pictures and not the words. Miss Martin is super nice. So is Miss Sasso. What did you do over the summer? Visited my grandparents in LA, vacay in New York, extreme sports camp, tech camp. I hung out at the pool down by the street from my house. Did you pre-order the new Witchlands guidebook? The day it went up on the website. Don't tell anybody, but I heard there's a big announcement coming up. Heard from where? Morgan, a friend in dance class, told her. I haven't seen anything on the Witchlands website. It's a secret. Why do you think I'm whispering? Do you think Morgan is lying? Probably. Last year she told everybody she met Taylor. But what if it's true and there is a big announcement, like a line of Witchlands costumes or a spin-off show? Let's ask her. There's Morgan. Where did she go? She's by the structure with Scarlett and Avery. Forget it. Those three are super mean when they're together. I'll go. If Morgan is telling the truth, it'll be worth it. Hi, Morgan. Can we ask you something? I guess. Oh, just by her expression, do you think she's going to be friendly? Is it about my birthday sleepover? Because I'm not inviting any more people. No. What's your question? Do you know anything about a Witchlands announcement? Did Priya tell you? She didn't mean to. It was an accident. But we're wondering if it's true. We swear we won't tell anyone. But if it's not true... Oh, it's true. My friend Emily's mom works for Kids Network, and she told me. What kind of announcement is it? No idea. But if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. It would be super secret. Sweet! Recess is over. Everybody line up. Think Morgan is telling the truth? Maybe. Please take out your markers or colored pencils. I wonder if they're making a Witchlands movie. You're missing the directions. Uh-oh. It sounds like she's getting a little distracted. Later. Illustrate the letters in your name with items that reflect your personality and things you like. Finally, something fun. Stella. Ring! Don't forget to bring your backpacks. We go straight to dismissal from the library. So it really seems again that whenever she gets to draw, that's like her hidden talent. She really enjoys doing that. School library. Hi, Mrs. Jackson. Hello, everyone. I have a meeting, but Mrs. Burke is going to help you. Mrs. Burke on the first day of school? Oh, she is the meanest. I hope my mom's meeting doesn't take long. Graphic novels. I like the art in this one. I'm sure your teacher expects you to choose a real book. Okay. They're called graphic novels. Doesn't that make them real books? Well, she seems kind of hurt. What kind of books do you prefer? Do you like graphic novels or do you like word-only novels? A book about magic? I might like that. The pages have way too many words. The words are too long. Illustrations? That's better. What if the other kids think this book looks babyish? Did you find a book? Still looking! Oh no. It looks like she's starting to feel embarrassed. She doesn't want to seem baby reading books with pictures. But those are still the books she likes to read. I'm checking this out. Thanks, Mrs. Jackson. Sorry, I'm out of practice. That's all right. I love this book, Stella. It's the first in a series, so you can read the sequel next. Not likely. How was your first day? Great. I'm sitting between Emiko and Latasha. And we started an art project, illustrating the letters in our names. No screen time until you finish your homework. Mom, please, just 2 minutes. I need to check the Witchlands website. 2 minutes. Big news coming Friday. It's true! Mom, I have to call Latasha and Emiko. Homework first. Fine. We'll be doing more activities with the summer reading book. Maybe I'll try to read a little. This book is too hard. Have you ever felt like this? Reading a more complicated text? How does that make you feel? 20 minutes later. That took forever. How is it going in here? Good. I couldn't think about anything except witchlands for the rest of the night. I'm so excited. Slow down, Stella. Tuesday. Friday felt so far away, but I had the first week of school to distract me. Belladonna is definitely the most powerful. No way. Andromeda's powers can do more damage. Wednesday. As Friday got closer, we had to do more and more reading in all of our classes except math. Why is there so much reading? Thursday. More reading? Waiting for the end of the school day on Friday was torture. Traveling west, friends are enemies of the pioneers. Wagon trains were often attacked by bandits. I can't read all this. It says friends, and she's giving the man her trunk, so she must be helping him. Maybe I won't be the last person to finish today. Miss Martin will be impressed with my answer. I nailed it. She's smiling as she turned it in. Uh-oh. Why do you think the teacher made a front face? I can't wait for the big news this afternoon. I bet you almost wore your witch hat to school, didn't you? True. Let's go, Mom. We gotta get home for the Witchlands announcement. Not until you put on your seatbelts. Safety first. Hurry up, it's almost 3:30. I'm hurrying. 3, 2, 1. Witchlands, interactive online universe. Create your own witch. Design environments. Play with friends. Learn more. Making a prediction. Now that Witchlands has an interactive game, think about games that you play, like Fortnite or Minecraft. Do those distract you from reading, or do those distract you from getting homework done? How do you think this game is going to affect Stella? I'm going to design a spell shop. I'm giving my witch a cat. My witch is going to have a hat just like mine. What's going on? A new universe is launching on the Witchlands site. Does it say when? It goes live in 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. And the new guidebook comes out the same day. Witchlands costume time. I still need to add the stars to the skirt. We have plenty of time before Halloween. I want to wear mine while I'm designing my witch on the website. The comic shop might have another cosplay contest when the new guidebook comes out. Let's brush up on the old one. Stella, where's yours? I'm reading the comic. I already know all the stuff in that book. In Witchlands, Belladonna says bad things happen in 3 days. The next 2 weeks proved it. The first bad thing happened the next morning. The kids will be so excited about participating in the Young Authors competition. It's the perfect project for 5th graders. Young authors? Come on, Stell. Why are you acting weird? Didn't you hear Miss Marin? The 5th grade project is an author competition, as in writing, instead of a cool art project. It will be fun. Ring. Building a model of Rome is fun. Making things out of repurposed materials is fun. Writing is not fun. It's almost as bad as reading. Everybody will write a story. Young authors. The second bad thing was something that kept happening day after day. Too much reading. I only have 2 minutes left to finish the chapter. Why were river crossings so dangerous for the settlers traveling west? Looks like everyone's hand is up but hers. I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm the only person who didn't finish. I got more behind every day. How's it going? I'm almost finished. Time to clean up and get ready for PE. We finally did something fun in language arts, and I missed it. Hi, Miss Thomas. Stella, can I see you for a minute? I hope I didn't do anything wrong. I made you an unfinished work folder so you can catch up when you have extra time, instead of missing other activities. Thanks. Fifth grade felt like one big reading class. We did tons of reading and language arts, science and social studies. Even math had word problems. Time to get ready for social studies. But I didn't finish. Time to get ready for science. I'm still working. Time for language arts. Why does everything take me so long? Seems like she's starting to get frustrated and that she doesn't have enough time to read and finish her assignments. How much do you read at school? Do you feel like you're overwhelmed with the amount of reading that you're doing in all of your subjects? How does that make you feel? Can you make a connection to Stella? School just kept getting harder because there was so much reading. Stella, what kind of dangers did the pioneers face from nature as they traveled west? I don't remember what I read. River crossings and wild animal attacks. My BFFs were always there when I needed them. Wild animals and crossing rivers. I remember getting teased in kindergarten when I didn't know the vowel sounds. What sound does A make? Sometimes I mix them up. A says, like Stella. No, it doesn't. A says, A. Try again, Stella. Sometimes I mix up the letters too, but Emiko and Natasha help me. D says D. It's a B, not a D. B says B. So even in kindergarten, her friends always helped her. But she needs to know on her own, doesn't she? It's okay to support, but at some point, you yourself are going to have to know how to find answers on your own. Thanks for the help. Besties stick together, just like witches. But can besties sit together on a state test, like math or IAR? No, she's going to have to do it all on her own. Stella, what's wrong? I'm just tired. Can I go finish my homework? Sure. Fifth grade is a lot harder than I expected. When we weren't reading, we were working on our stories for the young author competition. At least that's what we were supposed to be doing. I might write mine about time travel. I'm going to write a fantasy about killer mermaids. What about you, Stella? I don't want to write a story at all. I'm still deciding. Mine is about a girl who writes witchlands fan fiction. I'm so happy the online universe launches tomorrow. The launch was the only thing I had to look forward to. I can't wait! Me neither. Ditto. Me too. I know you're excited about tomorrow, but you need to focus. By lunchtime the next day, I forgot all about my classwork. Only 4 hours until the site goes live. I don't know if I'll survive that long. I couldn't wait to get home. Drive, Mom! T-minus 10 minutes. She seems very excited, but something tells me something's about to happen. Make a prediction. Do you think she's going to play her game? Or do you think something's going to interrupt her getting to play the new Witchlands game? 3, 2, 1. It's live! There are so many choices. I'll go with cat ears. Options. Witchlandia looks exactly like it does on the show, but I can't get into Priscilla's potion shop. Me either. Look for a tip in the guidebook. Wait, there's a message we need. We need the new guidebook. My mom is taking me to the bookstore tomorrow. You two can come. Pausing right here. Have you ever played a game where you've been able to design a character? I know in school, some schools use that website Bottle, and you can have like a little bubble blob that you can decorate and pick its colors, pick the kind of eyes it has, and things like that. There's a lot of different games where you can kind of design outfits and what your characters look like. What games have you played where it has similar ideas? The next day. There it is! Head for the fantasy section. I can't wait to see what's inside. It has a whole chapter on spells and a chapter on evading the Dragon Queen. The third bad thing happened when I opened the book. What kind of guidebook is this? Where are all the pictures? I have to read this if I want to get different parts of Witchlandia? Forget it. You all get free gifts. Ooh, looks like they got ones. Later. This looks as bad as my textbooks. No way I'm reading this. Whatever. I don't need this boring book. Hours later. There's gotta be a way into the potion shop. Pausing right there. As a teacher, I can make a connection to the idea that it's hard to give you a book that you don't want to read, but I was hoping that it's a book that she wants to read because she wants to learn more about the game, and that's only how she's going to get better. So I thought it was going to motivate her into reading more. Now, I do other things like some of our history things or even other novels that we have you guys read in school. If it doesn't interest you, it is hard to read. It's easy to read things that you want to learn about, whether it's about an animal or a sport that you want to learn more, you want to read about them. But it's hard when you're kind of forced into reading something that's not in your interests. Monday. Did you get into the potion shop? Yes. I exchanged frocks for a speed potion. Did you make it past the potion shop? I haven't even read the first chapter. We should all bring our guidebooks out to recess and compare notes. Everyone in class had started their stories for their competition except me. Are you still deciding on a topic? I've got an idea. Or I will soon. Did you see the hack to get into the broom shop? It's on page 62. You've read all the way to page 62? I haven't even read past page 5. Has anybody found the tricks to collecting bonus spells? They're in chapter 6. Oh no. She's falling farther and farther behind me just because she's not reading. What do you think she should do? In your head, you might be like, she should just read. But that might be hard for her. Could she tell her parents? Could she tell her teacher? Do you think there's someone that could support her? How do I upgrade my broom once I'm in the broom shop? You pay the witch coins. I have no idea what they're talking about. My friends wanted to talk about the guidebook all the time. Reading was ruining witchlands for me. Aw. In my 5th grade classrooms, we do things right now that are called literature circles, where everyone reads the same book and they discuss about it. It seems like her other friends are having a lot of fun with it. They're sharing ideas and talking about potions and hints and tricks they can do to upgrade things in the game. But because she's not reading, she's not having a good time because she can't make these connections, especially to her favorite game. Later that night, at recess, Latasha said something about paying with witch coins. But how do I get more witch coins? Found it. Maybe I can find a workaround. Try again. Oh! So it looks like she's just trying to flip through the page and look for keywords, which, although it's a strategy, she's not reading all the other important information that could explain how to get more coins so that you can use the coins and things like that. Call. We're going into the Enchanted Woods. Come with us. How do I get there? It's on the first page of chapter 6. I haven't read that far, and I'm not going to. It's past the Dragon's Cave. Not like I know how to get there either. Hold on, my mom is calling me. What? Mom? Okay, I'll get off. Gotta go. My mom wants me to get ready for dinner. It's only 4:30. She's yelling for me. See you at school tomorrow. Uh-oh. Is her mom really calling her? Or do you think she's just starting to get a little embarrassed? Sob, sob. Woo! Everything is going wrong this year, Oz. We're going to pause right here. I encourage you to continue reading this book with me with part 2 of Mixed Up. But now that we've read a little bit of this book, now it makes sense. Her friends are always reading and she's not. Maybe she's just struggling with reading. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen in part 2 and at the end of this book? Reading takes practice, and just like you're reading here with me now, you're getting better with your reading skills and your comprehension skills and your ability to understand how putting all these words and ideas together is forming this story. What would you do in her situation? Think about a few ideas. And then, thank you so much for reading with me today. I hope you have a superb rest of your day.